Yes, good evening. It's that favourite time of the day once again. Welcome to SirToshi's Bitcoin Chart Show. This is the Bitcoin forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network, where we find out what's up with what is going down. Today's date is Friday, the 15th of September 2023, the year of BSV. Buy BSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online, the original protocol and genuine Bitcoin. Here we go. Rock and roll. Oh, should have got that set up. Got everything else sorted. Here we go. That's right, that's what we want. Right then, let's get into these figures. Right, starting across the top, we've got Cabal Coin, BTC, $26,359. That's going to hurt. That's got a long way to fall. It's got a fundamental value of 0. B Crash, what a joke. Fisher Price Cash, who cares? But then we got Bitcoin. The original protocol goes right back to the Genesis block. It hasn't changed, making it the real Bitcoin, the true Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, and the world's first and only ever digital commodity, backed by the value of data sovereignty, making it the most valuable commodity on earth because it's an extension of our own personal freedoms and liberties. Oh yeah. Got some new audiences listening to the show for the first time tonight, so I will probably take a little bit more time going over the figures, but still want to get through this as quickly as possible because we all want to get to bed. Right, so for any newbies watching this, these figures are really important here, and I'll just start from the bottom really. So the block size just simply represents the amount of data that is being uploaded onto the network. The data is uploaded via the transactions. The transactions are processed by the nodes that create blocks and supply the hash rate. The hash rate is a number of temps SHA-256, and that is meant to be attracted to the value that is meant to be representative of the price, but the price is currently speculative because people don't have a clue what Bitcoin really is. But when education catches up with speculation, you can guarantee the speculative prices will soon start to match their fundamental values. And if you've listened to me before or you've heard any of my speeches, then you'll know what I'm going on about. So hash rate, let's just, tell you what, we'll have a quick look at the difficulty adjustment. So what happens is every 14 days or something like that, the difficulty adjustment is altered according to the amount of hash rate that's on the network. So we're going to have a look at this at BTC. So as more and more hash comes on, they increase their chances of finding SHA-256, and to keep the finding of SHA-256 in line with a 10-minute block time creation, they either increase or reduce the difficulty adjustment, which maintains that 10-minute time frame. But you can see there's more and more hash rate adding to the network, and it's almost at an all-time high, really. Crazy. Let's have a quick look at the hash rate on Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, as everybody knows. Yep, that's looking pretty steady over the year. That's all right. Good. And for those who haven't seen a node before or don't know what nodes look like, these are they. These are the Bitcoin mining operations that create blocks and supply the hash rate. This is the backbone to the new global financial system, the world's first ever commercial internet. It blows my mind every time. These are all around the world. Absolutely sensational. Stemming from just one single white paper of 9 pages. Look at that. I mean, some of them are just absolutely gargantuan. Absolutely massive. Just mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. So there we go. That's they are the node. They are the mining operations. So now we'll have a look at transactions. So we can see that Bitcoin has got 76.5% of the entire percent of the transaction volume across all the various forks. Again, so these are alternative protocols, economically worthless security offerings because data can only be commoditized one way. But you can tell the genuine Bitcoin because that'll be the protocol that everybody uses because that's the one that scales. So really, block size and transactions are the most fundamental figures you need to look at because network nodes, hash rate, and the price will simply follow. That's it. If there is no data, there are no transactions. If there's no transactions, there's nothing for the nodes to process. If there's nothing for the nodes to process, they don't need to supply the hash rate. And so on, really. So that's how it's kind of interesting, really. But let's have a look at comparing these transactions to the rest of the crypto market. So this is Bitcoin with 41.7% of the entire market's transaction volume, and that's over the 20,000+ coins that are on the market. Then you got XRP taking an absolute beating because, again, economically worthless. Same with Ethereum, can't scale. And then Cabal Coin, BTC, SegWit Protocol, just with 13.2%. Absolutely pathetic. Bitcoin smashing it. Nothing can touch Bitcoin. Amazing, amazing. So let's have a look at the block sizes. I just had a look at these a second ago. These actually look quite juicy. No gigabyte blocks here today, unfortunately, although there are usually. But if we compare on a Cabal coin that's got one block here of 2.2 megabytes, that's 2 megabytes. 2 megabytes, that's it. And then Bcrash, no blocks over a megabyte. And Fisher Price Cash struggling to get all of their blocks over a kilobyte, let alone anywhere near a megabyte. And these are columns of 30, and in one block we've got 62 megabytes. 62 megabytes. And then another one 42, so even just between those two blocks, there's more data in those blocks than the entire column of 30 on Cabal Coin, because they've screwed it up on purpose because they don't want people to use it, spun the narrative saying it's a store of value, not many use it. You know, but again, if something is useful, it's valuable. If something is useless, it's worthless. And that's it, really. So you can see where the genuine protocol is, because this is where all the utility lies. Beautiful. Let's have a look at some of these other graphs then quickly. Enlarge these. Here we go. So this is hash rate. So hash rate follows price, follows value, follows utility, follows creativity, initiative, and intelligence. If you are intelligent and you apply creativity and initiative, you can make something useful. If something is useful, it can then create value. When it creates value, it can then develop a price. When it develops a price, it can then be measured against the cost of other goods and services and used as a medium of exchange. As I've said before, if something is useful, it's valuable. If something is useless, it's worthless. It's as simple as that. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out. Proof of work by network, again, it's all coming over to Bitcoin. Again, these figures are misrepresented because Bitcoin is actually BSV. But again, this is just the fraud that's being perpetrated on. So, yeah, just doesn't really make too much sense, that one. This is interesting. So it's currently 91,931 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than it is Cabal Coin. But it's 21.3% more profitable to mine on Cabal Coin, just because the hash rate is being managed so that the miners aren't actually mining any genuine Bitcoin. Can you imagine the rush in onto the network when they figure out their mistake and the fact they've been hoodwinked? Oh my goodness me. Devastating. But they're being economically incentivized not to mine it. You know, again, it's just basic economics. You restrict the supply, the demand goes up. Whew, it is primed. Daily average Bitcoin block size by network. So this is the block size by the network. Again, Bitcoin smashing it because this is on a log curve. Transactions by network, again on a log curve. So that's huge in comparison. Transactions by block by network. Again, much of a muchness on that one. Fees, USD. So this is fees, cost per transaction. So this is sub-cent fees on Bitcoin. In terms of USD expression, but this is SirToshi's. Look on the log curve, the cost per transaction right down there, just absolutely sensational. That is the health of the network, when the network can still survive when transaction fees are that low. So this is daily Bitcoin fee to block reward ratio. So if you follow the red line here, that red line is going to be representative of the solid blue line here. So as the block reward continues to get cut in half every 210,000 blocks, well, what we need is the block fee to surpass the block reward, and then we have an economically self-sustaining system, which is what we're gunning for, which is what the Cabal is trying to prevent. And let's have a look. Quite like the there we go, daily accumulated Bitcoin blockchain growth. Really the only graph you need, because everything which is data, transactions, nodes, hash rate will just simply follow the longest chain. And here we are in red with the ticker symbol BSV. This is the only graph you really need. But again, it's just more interesting looking at all the fundamental figures, seeing what's going on, getting involved in the politics and all that. It's quite interesting. Total Bitcoin hash rate by mining pool, 7 days. This is the entire network over 7 days. This is the entire Bitcoin network over 24 hours. So Antpool taking the lead there. This is Cabal Coin, BTC. So again, I mean, they're all foolishly mining that. SegWit protocol, dear oh dear. Dear oh dear. Dear oh dear. Yeah, interesting. Oh, Binance just down to 8.3% via BTC. Huge miner on BTC there. That was unexpected. They're a large miner on Bcrash, I think, and Fisher Price Cash. We'll have a look in just a minute. Here we go. Yeah, so this is Bcrash, CTOR protocol via BTC with 18.75% on there. Other mining pools, again, I have suspicions about who I think they are, and they're just managing the hash rate, so it's much of a muchness. But anybody who's mining Bcrash, they've got no excuse whatsoever. They can't even use the excuse that they got hoodwinked by the ticker symbol. They have got no excuse. Satoshi will have absolutely no mercy on them when the market flips. And this here is Fisher Price Cash. So again, I think I know who Hathor is. Via BTC, again, they've got more hash rate on that one, trying to keep it alive. But then solopool.org came out of nowhere. I don't know who they are, but who cares, really? And then we've got Bitcoin down here. So look at this. Tau is 66.67%. I know those who, all those who are awake, a little bit suspicious of 666. Rightly so. But this chart doesn't represent the full hash rate. We'll look at that in just a minute. But it's interesting to see that Tau has got that much hash rate on the network, because I suspect that a deal has been done where they will be expected to use the huge increase in value that they will receive from a boost in the price to massively expand their mining operation, so that Tulip and Tau basically become the two largest mining operations in the world on Earth. It's going to be phenomenal to watch that happen. So let's have a look at overall statistics on BSV data. So here we go. Total transactions over 24 hours. Bitcoin absolutely smashing it. 2.2 million. Ethereum just like 1 million. This is the pie chart here that we just looked at. Transactions per second, average fee. So the fees increase as you go down, so they get cheaper as you go up. So you can see, and transaction throughput on the baseline here. So Bitcoin literally out on its own, as it should be. It's phenomenal. Coin cent, pretty irrelevant really. Mining profitability, this keeps changing, but I think they've got it right now. Yeah, so if we've got BTC at 100, we've got BCH slightly, they've got 84.2% in terms of profitability. So you're more profitable to mine on BTC, and again, more profitable to mine on BTC than Bitcoin. But again, miners are being economically incentivized not to mine Bitcoin for supply and demand purposes. Daily accumulated number of transactions on the entire network, look at that, 2.9 billion. On Bitcoin. Phenomenal. Daily accumulated size of the blockchain. Look at that. 8.7 terabytes. 8.7 terabytes in comparison to Ethereum that's only got, what is that? 741 gigabytes or 704 gigabytes. Honestly, it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. People think that blockchain is just some fad, that is used for transacting JPEGs and all this kind of crap. It's not. It's global. It's the world's first ever commercial internet. The entire world will run on this thing in the future, not these other pathetic little creations here. It's ridiculous. Estimated transactions per second limit and fee. Again, so fee goes down as we go up the graph. And then along the bottom, transactions per second. Much of a muchness. Let's have a look at BSV data protocols, see what's being produced here. Data size is what I'm more interested in. So Bitcoin protocol producing 121 megabytes, and First Sat Ordinals producing 110 megabytes. Magic attribute protocol 89 megabytes. Very good. Let's have a look at applications, see what's going on here. Oof, look at that. What is that? That is STUK. Absolutely storming away with it. Storming away with it. My goodness me. So that's 1.9 million transactions from STUK. Producing 382 megabytes of data and a 24-hour output volume of 43 million. Staggering. Staggering. My 2 cents producing 48,000 SirToshi hash. Again, monitoring IBM systems, 22,000. Gate to chain, 19,000. It's going up. Mint Blue, 9,500. Peer Games, 2,900. DXS at 1,433. But still, output volume, $240,000 from just 1,433 transactions. Twitch, $9,896 dollars of a 24-hour output. Very good, very good. Liking that. Here we go. So this is a footprint of network again. You know, carbon is how much carbon they produce. Again, it's all the rage at the moment, but we know it's irrelevant because we actually need more carbon in the atmosphere for plants to live on. If it gets any lower, they're actually going to start dying out. But it just goes to show you. Well, I suppose they're measuring it in terms of pollutants. But I mean, look, Cool Coin, BTC, Cabal Coin, the highest pollutant, and that's the one that the Cabal have purposely hijacked and corrupted themselves, and they run it and control it, and they've purposely made it disgusting. Not shocking, not shocked really. What's on chain? Here we go. Right, so this is the real mining of Bitcoin. So Tau with 60.3, QD Link 35.4, Gorilla Pool 2.7, other miners 0.75, and then is that Mining Dutch, 0.66. So 5 mining pools on Bitcoin at the moment. What's on chain? Let's have a quick look. So we've had here 2 million transactions over the last 24 hours compared to Ethereum and XRP that have only got 1 million each. So double the amount of transaction volume. Crypto Quant, let's have a quick look at this. So this shows you the all exchanges reserves. So the purple line are the BTC reserves that the exchanges are holding. And as you can see, they've been cashing out for the last 2 years. Down and down and down and down and down. Even though the price has been going up, they're cashing out because they don't want to be holding that toxic asset. Literally, it's like nobody wants to be holding the bag when the music stops, which is why they're dumping it. But you know, again, all those hapless investors buying BTC thinking that it's Bitcoin, they have no idea. Whereas those in the game absolutely know what's going on. Shocking. So they were even selling when the price of BTC was going up. They knew. They were just like, yeah, we'll take dollar for that piece of crap because whoever's holding it at the end is going to end up with a very, very sore head. I normally log into that prior, but we can have a look at that later. Tether, let's have a look at this. So this is the current market price. It should be pegged to the US dollar, remember. But market cap over 24 hours, 7 days. I'll look at that. So about a week ago, it had another boost. We go over a month. Oh, had a burn there and then some more. But look at this over the year and all time. Look at that. So it started out with a market cap of 251,000 and it's gone all the way up to 80 billion. They reckon that they're holding $80 billion of fiat currency to back the amount of tether they're creating. I do not believe that at all. They've not been able to prove it. They've done attestations where money has flown in and flown out the same day. Absolutely ridiculous. And this is why the market has pumped. There is no utility there at all. You know, you wonder how the entire cryptocurrency market is pumped. It's total criminality is what it is. There is no fundamental utility there whatsoever. And this graph just simply proves it. The morning run, so we've got BSV at $31.23, meaning you can actually purchase 845 genuine Bitcoin for one SegWit protocol and 6.28 Bitcoins for one Bcrash coin. It's quite a nice little site, this one from Josh, very good. Let's have a look at the short position. So these are for those traders gambling away. The red line at the bottom represents those who don't have any confidence in the market, and the green line is those that do. So as you can see, there's high confidence in the market, but that's because traders don't have a clue what's going on. They think that because they're following the ticker symbol BTC and all the other ticker symbols of protocol, but all the other ticker symbols are alternative protocols. They have no idea about what's really gone on. I mean, can you imagine when they find out? Shocking. Looks like we've had a bit of a price tanking there. Let's have a look at live coin watch. So we've currently got a market cap of just over $1 trillion. My goodness, $1 trillion. Let's have a look at Cabal coin, BTC. Just a trade volume of just 1.4. That's exceptionally low. Usually the 24-hour trade volume of most market traded items is around 5%, and they've got a volume of $7 billion. $7 billion, good grief, $7 billion. That's even more than the market cap of the genuine Bitcoin, but just goes to show you what's coming, really. So tell you what, we'll find Bitcoin first of all. Where are we? There it is. Look at that. Number 62, just $31.15. So literally, asks are those who are willing to sell, and bids are those who are offering. So these are the buyer. Bids are the buyers. The asks are the sellers. So there's only $1.8 million worth of available liquidity, of available coins on the market. Really, yeah, it's shocking. Bit green coming in here, so the price is currently on its way up, but this can change literally in a second. But just interesting to show you where the buyers meets the sellers, makes the market price. Interesting to look at. The breakdown, so this is the volume showing where the majority of the volume is. So the majority of the volume is on OKX, but that really should match the liquidity. So how many BSV are they actually holding, or are they derivatives? So look, where's OKX? Can't even see it. So what are you actually trading on their platform? You know, if you want, I would only be purchasing on an exchange and then wanting to withdraw it. So I would be looking on these exchanges here. But yeah. So anyway, while we're here, let's have a quick look and see what the total number of coins are on the market. 200 coins per page. Go 145 pages long. Right, so there is, good grief, there is currently 28,833 coins on the market. Absolute pieces of garbage. Utter garbage. My goodness. And you're wondering where the market gets its market capitalization from. It's shocking. Cabal coin, crap. Ethereum, crap. USD, what a joke. Binance token, joke. XRP, joke. USDC, again, another stable coin. I mean, honestly, Dogecoin, it's still Tron. Oh my goodness me. Anybody who follows my show knows what utter pieces of garbage all these coins are. My goodness. So BSV price, upsy downsies, over 24 hours, just up in the week. Very good. Here we go. This is DXS app. So remember, dirty traders can be unsullied on DXS app. So this is the USD BSV chart, but really we just want to compare. Oh, too bad. Wanted to compare the BSV BTC chart, but it looks like it's much of a muchness really. And again, the powers that be always buy crazy amounts of tether to try and pump the price of BTC if ever there's a pump in BSV, doing all they can to try and disguise it from the market. Let's have a look at the genuine Bitcoin here. Here we go. Lovely jubbly. Quite enjoy looking at these graphs. Let's have a look on the week. Up on the week. So if you were lucky enough to get in on the 11th of September, which was 4 days ago, you would have done all right since then, because it's gone from 28 up to 32. Very good. But again, I mean, $32 is nothing compared to what the actual fundamental value of this thing is. Yeah, my goodness me. So, shout out to women of BSV for just being brilliant. Shout out to Captain Bitcoin on the Bitcoin SV channel for just being fantastic. And shout out to CoinGeek for just being crap. Look at that. Can you imagine using Kurt Wottock Jr. With his exemplary knowledge of Bitcoin as a monkey boy on a live chart show with BS questions once a week that no one watches? Look! A media company backed by a billionaire, and Kurt with his phenomenal knowledge just getting 627 views. An absolute piece of crap. Honestly. I mean, talk about a hermit media company. It's the kind of company that Kim Jong-il would probably own and broadcast propaganda. Literally nobody outside of the BSV space watches this because there is no information on there and no entertainment. It's absolutely shocking. Facepalm for CoinGeek marketing there. But anyway, we will leave it there. There we go. The largest court case in financial history. The cabal, which is Copa, versus Bitcoin, the 15th of January 2024. Stay tuned and we'll bring you more. Have a good one. Catch you guys later.